All right, let's dive right into this explainer. You know those lazy, kind of aimless weekend afternoons? Well, today, we're looking at how to completely transform one of those into a highly structured, super engaging family activity. We aren't just doing some basic craft here. No, we're going to build our very own cardboard racing team, the home formula. By the end of this, you'll have a complete blueprint for turning a regular old cardboard box into a fully functional, safe, and wildly creative race car for your kids.
To kick things off, you really need to hook the kids instantly. I mean, you don't just say, hey, let's go paint a box. Instead, you make an official announcement. Tell them, attention engineers, the car factory is opening its doors. We need an aerodynamic design and lots of creativity. By actually calling them engineers, we're setting a whole mood. We're playing the part from literally minute one, framing the entire afternoon as this exciting, collaborative mission, rather than just, a way to pass the time. Okay, Section 1. The factory opens its doors, preparation and teamwork. To make this large-scale build a success, we absolutely have to establish our factory rules right away.
To make this work seamlessly, we need a really clear co-op dynamic. Look at this division of labor. We're strictly separating the adult's structural tasks. So, that's handling the box cutter and the hot glue, from the child's creative assembly tasks, like designing the headlights and doing the painting. This is absolutely crucial. It completely prevents frustration because everyone has a clearly defined vital role on the team. The adult handles the heavy lifting, and the kid takes total ownership of the creative engineering.
Moving right along to Section 2, Pro Safety Rules. Here, safety is literally part of the engineering. We're framing safety not as some boring chore, but as an essential, pro-level step that keeps kids engaged while giving parents absolute peace of mind.
Now, here's a crucial detail about dealing with the cardboard itself. Cut cardboard can actually be surprisingly sharp and abrasive. So we introduced this cool concept called edge armor. Basically, it means covering the cut edges to prevent skin cuts. While you, the adult, make the cuts, your child acts as the lead safety engineer by padding all those raw edges with masking or duct tape. It completely eliminates the risk of scratches, and honestly, it gives the kids an awesome hands-on job while you handle the sharp tools.
Make sure to add these two non-negotiable rules to your clipboard right now. First up, for structural cuts, the adult always uses the box cutter, and you must make sure you're cutting away from your body. Always. Second, we have to think about ergonomics. Make sure the box is wide enough so our little pilot can sit down and stand up comfortably without getting physically stuck inside the chassis. Safety first, right?
So with our safety protocols firmly locked in, it's time for Section 3, Chassis Construction, from cardboard to the track. We're taking this from a simple empty box to a track-ready machine.
Here is your exact 6-step roadmap for the build. We kick off with chassis design, move to edge armor, then tackle rolling engineering, build the control panel, attach the seat belts, and finally, the track test. Having this clear structure is a total game changer. It keeps the momentum going and ensures you actually make it all the way to the finish line without losing the kids' attention halfway through.
When you hit that rolling engineering phase, ask your team something like, all right, who's going to be the chief of paint and who's the chief of tires? Posing this question seamlessly delegates the wheel engineering. And by the way, we highly recommend using standard paper plates for those wheels. It keeps the collaborative energy super high, ensuring everyone's working together so you can wrap up before the big 6 o'clock race. Oh, and here's a really fun family tip for those paper plate tires. Have your chief of paint decorate them with psychedelic spirals or bold geometric patterns. It might seem like just a small detail, but it creates these absolutely awesome optical illusions and visual effects when the car's racing during the track test. It really brings the whole vehicle to life. While the exterior is looking fantastic, let's jump into Section 4, the control panel, buttons, and seat belts. We're going to work on the interior features that make this car feel incredibly real to a kid.
We can make a truly incredible tactile control panel using literally nothing more than different-sized bottle caps from the recycling bin. They make perfect buttons and dials. But please notice the safety warning here. The adult has to secure these caps firmly with hot glue. We cannot use weak tape for this. The goal is to prevent these little plastic caps from popping off mid-race and becoming a dangerous tripping hazard on the living room floor.
Building on that immersive realism, we have to talk about seatbelts. Gluing an old fabric ribbon or maybe a winter scarf to the interior sides of the box acts as a fully functional seatbelt. It genuinely makes them feel like a real racing pilot, but more importantly, it sneaks in a fantastic practical lesson on everyday road safety habits. They learn that before the car even moves, the belt goes on.
All right, the engineering phase is complete. Which brings us to Section 5, the track test. Lights, steering wheel, and action. Our cardboard formula car is finally fully assembled.
When it's time to move to the final phase, I highly recommend using this exact dialogue. Tell them, pilots to your stations. Safety check, lights, steering wheel, and lots of hugs. It's such a warm, fun way to transition your team out of the factory mindset and onto the racetrack. It signals to everyone that the hard work is officially done, the tools are put away, and playtime has officially begun.
To run the actual track test, you don't need anything complicated at all. Just scatter some couch cushions or pillows around the living room to form a safe, soft racing circuit. And here is where you, the adult, get to play your final role. You become the interactive traffic light. You shout green for them to run and red for them to hit the brakes. It's a fantastic way to control the chaotic fun and keep all that energy safely contained within the circuit.
And that brings us to the end of our blueprint. By combining clear roles, active safety engineering, and a massive dose of imagination, you've just turned an empty box into an unforgettable experience. You've got the safety protocols, you've got the step-by-step roadmap, so the only question left is, who's ready to build some incredibly creative, safe family memories this weekend? Grab some cardboard, pick your team colors, and let's get building.